and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about these Tamiya kits. As you can see, I'm quite big on Tamiyas. I like Tamiyas because they build really beautiful cars with really good detail on bodywork. They look very realistic. But one of the problems I find is with Tamiya kits, they don't actually come with bearings. This is an average bearing kit. As you can see, I get my bearings from a company called Race Pace Bearings, and we're actually going to fit bearings into this Escort today because it came with bushes, and I put bushes on just to see what kind of speeds I was getting. At the time I was doing probably about 15 miles per hour on a torque tune motor. So I'm going to put these bearings on today and have a look, see what it's really what it really does and how good it handles after having the bearings replaced. But I've actually got something here. This is a Tamiya lunchbox. Now this wheel has bearings, as you can see. That's what bearings look like. And this wheel's got the bearings on there. You can see a little touch and then the wheel's already moving back and forth. But let's try something. Now this one doesn't have any bearings. That's got bushes on there, bushes on its own. And you'll see that stopped spinning straight away within 2 seconds. But this wheel is still going, and it's going to keep going. I actually timed it, and this wheel will keep rotating for about 2 minutes. If that's done at speed, it will just keep going. Even now, you can see it's still going. Sometimes I have this on the ramp on my shelf, and I can see the wheels are just moving back and forth because the bearings help the wheels move. So it's very important to have bearings on a Tamiya kit or on any RC car. If you've got bearings, that will allow the wheels to that's still going. Look at that. But back to the bearings. If you had bearings in a car or on any RC car, it would actually make your driving experience a lot better because the car will drive faster. You will find that the actual drivetrain will be smoother. Your battery life will increase. The speed of the car will also increase. And when you're coming out of a corner on a race, you will find that you can speed up a lot quicker, and it's all to do with something as simple as bearings. So now we'll get started. We're going to do a full bearing install on this Escort now, which is a TT02. As you can see, these are all the bearings. They've all come with it. They come with all the measurements inside, and we're going to crack on and get these bearings installed. So you can see we're doing the bearing install on this Tamiya TT02. This is the Escort. We've already been out, we've tested it without the bearings, but today we're actually going to do the install. To do the bearings, not really that hard, but you've got to take quite a few things off now. Take the front wheels off, take the two screws from the top suspension arms off, and that will reveal the dry shafts, which are pulled out from the diff end complete, as it were, as a piece. Now once you've done that, you can actually get into this and replace the two bearings inside. So I've done that on both sides. When you look at the diff, that will come out, and you've got these two brass bushings, so they're going to get replaced now with the right bearings to go in there. And then the prop shaft as well, that's got some bearings inside, so that will that's off, so this will come out. So you can see, I would always recommend whenever you buy a Tamiya kit, always buy the bearings first, because not a nice thing to do. You can see the amount of stripping I've done. I've kept everything in order, so that I know which screws, like these screws, will go with the 4 screws for the diff. I've kept them in there, the diff case. And then you've got the upper arms, I've left the screws in there. And then you've got this, and what I've done is I've left the screws for this here, where technically it should be there, but I actually fix real cars on an everyday kind of thing. That's my normal thing, so I kind of get used to knowing where I've put stuff. But if it was somebody else, I'd be saying leave them there. But yeah, you can see how easy it is to replace the bearings, or how complicated you might find it to be. But it's always a good idea to have them at first when you've got the kit, and that way you don't have to open everything up.